And you're back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for being here, Feel Good fam. Thursday morning, and we know that the festive season is here. And along with it comes holiday travel plans. So exciting. But with rising costs of living, how do you make the most of your holiday budget without breaking the bank? That's the big question, Graham.
Yeah, I think everyone is thinking about that at the moment. The rands and cents, and traveling during the holidays can be magical. It's those life experience core memories. But it's no secret that prices can skyrocket. Flights, hotels, meals, currency, everything adds up very, very quickly.
Sure.
So we're going to have a little conversation. We're going to bring Zan in on the conversation, because now that she has hit the big time, she must be on planes every second day. No, Zanele, I've got to ask you, do you feel like you're a savvy traveler? Because whenever I travel, I always feel like the person next to me is traveling smarter, traveling better, traveling lighter. I feel like I'm not a savvy traveler. How do you feel about your travel savviness?
My Graham, you and I, same person. Because I definitely would say, sometimes I try my best, but, I get there, then there's the person who's used their rewards points and all these things, and I'm like, why didn't I? I've been flying for so long, So I would definitely say I'm in the middle. Sometimes I excel, sometimes I don't. So, there's room for learning. I'll say that much. What about you, Carissa?
I am like the two of you, also not the best. I think planning goes into it, but the execution doesn't always land. You know what I'm saying? There are definitely some tips that I can pick up along the way. I was hoping to get it from you guys.
Oh, yeah, man. No, look, I think it's hit and miss. And also the travel landscape changes quite a lot. I think for me, the big lesson learned is how you're going to be spending and paying once you're there. To go only the credit card route, if you're not geared up for that, if you don't know what the costs of that conversion are going to be when you're spending in another country, that can add up incredibly.
600 for a burger.
And it'll hit you. So I often quite like to get currency done in the country, here in South Africa, at a preferential rate. Everyone knows someone. Go and speak to your bank, get the best possible rate, and take some of that currency over with you. And then I also like the fact that it's there in my hand, and I know what I'm spending. Because the digital can get out of hand very, very quickly.
Because you just tap, tap, swipe, swipe, next thing declined, and it's just embarrassing for everybody.
In whatever language. In French, declined is just as embarrassing, apparently.
It's worse, actually. I'm curious to know if you have any travel mistakes that you've made in the past. I think about it was a local travel that I did in the beginning of the year. I went out to Fontaine, and a big thing that I did...
Was that the mistake?
No, it was actually the best decision I could have made, but the mistake was that I didn't plan well. I should have planned experiences, activities. So when I woke up in the morning, I was like, what are we going to do today? And then you kind of spend recklessly because you're trying to figure out where to go, what to do.
You're spending at a premium.
Yeah.
Zan, I've got to ask you, if you could, being the not-so-savvy travellers that we are, if I gave you free rein to just go out there and splurge on a travel experience, what would that look like for you?
Oh, it would definitely be, because for me, when I was 16, I got to go on a Euro tour, right?
Yeah.
And it was the best time of my life, but I think I was too young to do it properly. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I think I'd do a little bit of a Euro tour. I'd add in some of the places I really wanted to see, because I don't think I got to see, different parts of, let's say, France or even Italy. So I'd really want to go on a bit of a Euro tour, one that is planned out where you spend 2 days in London, then 2 days in Paris, then 2 days here and there. Yeah, that's definitely what I would look at. And I definitely also think, like Carissa said, adding in all of those experiences, because I think that it makes a travel, experience so much better than just going out there and just figuring things out along the way. Yeah. So I definitely say that. What about you guys, babies?
Something's just hit me as you say that, because we always go and experience something for 2 days, 3 days. So often I feel undercooked. And I was just thinking about when I went for one of the, I think it was for the Commuter, the film, for the press junket. Stayed in New York on Central Avenue, 3 days, in the 2 days building up to Christmas. It was snowing, the most magical place ever. But there is something magical about just doing one place, getting it done and moving on. Don't have too much of an open kind of slate. Know that you're going to spend some time there. But honestly, my best recommendation when you arrive somewhere, go for a run. Go for a walk, go for a run. You instantaneously become a local. There's something about that. So go for a run around Central Park. Suddenly you're not a tourist anymore. You live there, man. This is your hood. I've done that in LA, all over the place, and it's amazing. So I love that. If you could go anywhere, where would it be?
I want one of those one-way ticket around the world, and don't book
Okay.
me a ticket back because I'm not coming back, okay? First class too, business class, in fact, while you're at it.
I love
Thank
that,
you.
man. Well, let's see how you guys at home are feeling. We asked, have you guys ever tried to save money while traveling and realized, well, it just wasn't worth it? Well, let's take a look at what you guys weighed in with. Charmaine Kruger saying, when I travel, I stick to a strict, I would imagine, budget to ensure that I don't overspend unnecessary money, i.e. money we don't have in January.
It's exact January. Well, let's see what Letabo had to say. Strict budget to avoid overspending.
Absolutely.
Love
I love
that.
that, Zanella. We love you. Don't worry. There's hope for us all. The good news is that Absa has us covered with some absolutely amazing deals. So head over to absa.co.za and go and explore Absa Rewards Partners. That's where the magic is happening that Carissa points out, where you'll find some incredible discounts with some of the top brands like Travel Start for flights. They are your plug-in, Avis for the car rentals, and even our favorite Woolies for all those travel essentials which will pop up.
Oh, I love it. And happy traveling. Remember to stay safe on out there once you do leave your house. It's going to be a good time, but of course, if you budget wisely.
A whole season ahead, a myriad of possibilities.
Absa, official banking partner of the Premier League.